What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's where we build Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, episode 721. I'm laughing again, so it might be one of those shows. Sponsored by Midnight, sponsored by Polymarket, sponsored by Cake Wallet, Quad Network. Hello, everybody. And tonight we will watch the NBA Finals with the New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs. And I wore a black suit for them. Because the Knicks are about to sweep their asses. That's right. Get your brooms ready. Get the brooms ready. Because we're about to... Damn it. It's leading into that Diddy shit from yesterday. God damn it. But yes, we are going to be victorious. I really do believe, I'm confident that the New York Knicks will bring home the championship that we will be celebrating in New York City. We will be celebrating in what? Maybe in a few days in New York City. Butt ass naked in New York City. Let's go! Okay, lots to talk about. By the way, I just wanted to tell you guys, I was going to wear something different. I was going to wear something different. Let me show you. I was going to wear something different. Hold on. You sit right here. You talk to them. You let them know what's going on. You let them know what time it is while I find this. Hold on. Wait, come on. Come on, man. Just stand up. Let them know what time it is. Hold on one second. Let them know what time it is. God damn it, you can't reach the microphone, man. Come on. Fucking sit normally. There you go. Go ahead. You keep them entertained for a second. I don't want to. Hold on. Hold on. Don't worry, I got pants on, so you guys have nothing to worry about. I got pants on, so I can't be eliminated from today's show. By the way, this is my dog right here, man. This is. So much to say about this right here. So much. I got so much to say about this. Are you guys following? Are you guys following me here? Like, who did this? This is wrong. This is wrong, and I'm not gonna. I feel bad, man. I shouldn't have done this to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm just telling you as a. Anyway. I did kind of put the mic on this. Oh boy. Oh boy. I would be sad. Look, I would be sad too if somebody did this to my lips. I am not going to say anything. Y'all can use your imagination. Anyway, you sit right there, Apu. Okay, everything will be fine. You and me, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. See, Landy had nasty thoughts right away. He's commenting in the TikTok channel. He's like, why'd you put the microphone on his head, on top of his forehead and shit? Like, nobody's thinking about these kind of things. Anyway, I was going to wear my bow tie, man. I was going to wear my bow tie with a fedora, you know what I'm saying? I was going to wear this bow tie. And I looked in the mirror. I was like, oh, you so cute. Legit, I look so cute, man. I look so cute. Look at you. Look, you look so cute. No, I was looking back. I have a picture of, obviously, of when I was younger. And it was my prom. And I literally wearing a tuxedo and I had the bow on. The bow tie. Yo, shout out to you. Oh my God, I remember those days on Periscope in the M4. Let's go! We got people that understand and remember. Y'all remember the aura of me driving in my car back 10 years ago like this. Yo, send it, right? Right? You remember that? You remember that. You remember that. Anyway. So I was looking at this picture. I was like, man, like, damn. I've been handsome forever, man. And I'm not getting bored of it. I am not getting bored of it. I am not getting bored of that at all. Maybe I should show the I don't know if I can get the picture up here though. I don't know if I can get the picture up here. Hold on, hold on. I should put up a picture of me when hold on. Let's go before we get into this, we're gonna go into Polymarket. We're gonna go because I seen something on Polymarket today about BB and Trump, and I wanted to go ahead and touch on that. Man, everything that I say is just so wrong, man. Everything that I say lately is so freaking wrong. Hold on, that's the background. How do I do this, man? How do I put the fucking picture up? How do I put the goddamn picture up? All right, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Nah, it's going to bring up the videos. What if I put it here? Yeah, maybe I'll put it here. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it here. That's gonna be stupid as hell, man. Hold on. What if I put it here, man? Let's do this. Let's do... No. Fuck. Image. And I won't be able to see it from here. Oh, I disappeared. All you see is the American flag. That's hilarious. All right, hold on. Stay with me, girl. Stay with me, crowd. Stay with me. Okay. All right, listen, man. I mean, this ain't the baby picture. This ain't the one with the goddamn tuxedo and shit. I'm not in... Yeah, nobody's... Look, okay, look. I gotta tell you, man. I've always been the definition of like... All right, let's go ahead and open this up, man. This is gonna be hilarious. I mean, look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that boy. Yo, I'm telling you, that should be... If I was coming out with a hip-hop album... If I was coming out with a hip-hop album, bro... I'm just saying. Anyway, that was the only way that I could do it. That was the only way I could do it. If you ever wondered, like, yo, did he ever cut his... Yeah. Yeah. Man, I wish I could put up, though, like, I would have to transfer it from my phone onto here. I'm not doing all that shit. That's gonna be... that's gonna take too much time. That's gonna take way too much time to go ahead and do. But anyway, we're here. It's the breakdown. You can't follow this, Landy. Man, come on. Look at that was my that's my first album cover. This was my first album cover. Legit, the first album cover. You can't follow this, man. Can't follow this. Anyway. What are the markets doing? Don't care. You know, I was on the phone with friends yesterday. And I said, you know what? I'm buying today. Yeah, you know what? It does smell like Team Spirit. I ain't gonna front. It looks like, you know, obviously you got the baby on the cover of Nevada's album, but this looks like the older version. Watch me get banned on TikTok for putting out my own album cover. Smells like Spirit Air. Anyway, yesterday, I am I'm talking to friends and I'm like, you know what? This is the time. And I actually did this. I said, this is the time to just buy. And I'm not and I know a lot of people might get mad at me about this because I see people in here, they're already, you know, talking about their fucking memes. And relax, we'll get to it, right? Will we get to it? My brother, will we get to it? Will we get to it? I said there are so many things on the market right now that deserve to be looked at. It's underpriced. I looked at Monero, Litecoin. No, I'm telling you exactly what I did yesterday. Litecoin, Monero, a little Bitcoin can't hurt. I love Ethereum. I didn't touch Ethereum yesterday. I have Ethereum, but I didn't decide to acquire more like Tom Lee. Got more Solana. I looked at the majors. for me, the majors within the market, and I said, you know, like, and let's look at some of this oversold stuff, and fuck it, let's start buying this up. That's what I was doing. I don't care if it's going lower. Somebody said, oh, it's going lower. It's going lower. You shouldn't be talking about buying dips. I don't care what you. I don't care. I don't really care what you do. I care about what I do. Okay? I care about what I do. So slowly I'm accumulating. I am taking advantage of this market because this is where you make money. This is where you make money. You don't make it in the bull market, you make it in the bear market, okay? And I keep telling you this for years. I keep screaming about you make your money in the bear market, not in the green market. You don't chase green candles. You wait patiently. You sell in the green. You buy in the red. It's a very simple strategy. It's worked for a lot of successful people. So that's what I'm doing. I don't care about Landy's horoscopes. Care what he comes on here with the horoscopes. The fuck I'm not trading. I'm not sitting here looking at 1 minute charts, 1 second. I don't give a fuck. It's sunny outside. It's gonna be 77 degrees. I wanna go out and get vitamin D, relax, no Diddy. I just wanna go out and just like have fun. I don't have time. I don't have time for, oh, let me sit here. Let me watch this chart. Let me see if this green candle, let me see if this candle closes. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna say this. I don't care. I'm buying. I'm buying on oversold digital assets within the market. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy myself. Why is it so hard to understand that you buy in the red and you sell in the green? You sell respectfully. You scale out respectfully. This is how you make money. There's another conversation I had with one of my friends who said, you know what? Why would you want to be in crypto when you could be in the stock market? And he showed me all the things in the stock market that are doing well. And I said, yeah, you might be right. But why wouldn't I want to buy in the red right now? Which he then looked at me and he said, you're right. You are right, D. Pumpski, I'm not fading you. Right now, we're talking about the markets and young D in the swimming pool, working out. Always working out, by the way. Always working out. Not a day not working out, okay? I'm just saying. Young D, you know what I'm saying? Young DG. That pick is definitely not kosher. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Okay. I told you I'm an international sex symbol, man. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I gotta pat myself on the back all the time. Why do I have to consistently pat myself on the back? Wow. Pumpsky's like, wow, disrespectful. You motherfuckers are disrespectful. I gotta tell you, man. Y'all are some disrespectful people, man. I show you guys things that you've never seen before. It's really the truth. I'm out here showing you things y'all never seen in the streets before, man. The closest you get to that is like you open up a magazine. I show you things that Landy got to relax in the back. I don't know. He's pulled out baby oil in the back. I should screenshot this shit. This is weird. I should watch my words. Anyway, so me and my friend are having this conversation, and he's like, stock market's doing great. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm in the stock market. You know that. He goes, why would I go into crypto? I go, because this is the time to go into crypto, right? It's red, right? We buy in the red. Same thing like in the stock market, right? You buy in the red and then it goes green and then you scale out, right? And that's what we're doing, right? He goes, yeah, you have a point. And then I'm talking to other people. They're like, retail might be out of Bitcoin. They might be out of crypto, but the big heads, the relax. See, I said big heads. These guys who are these are the people that are getting excited are the same people that have been searching for the Diddy tape. Okay, that's who's getting excited over this conversation. Anyway, so what the fuck was I saying? Now I'm having a Biden moment because I started laughing. But yeah, okay, you buy in the red. And you sit back and you patiently wait. And for those, and this is what I was talking about before I had the Biden little moment over here, but you have people that are not interested in Bitcoin no more. Even though Landy says people are, I'm telling him that retail is not. The people that I speak to, they're definitely not interested in Bitcoin anymore. Not that they wouldn't buy it. I'm just saying in general, right now, that's the sentiment. It's just the sentiment is people are scared to get in. Like even I was talking to another friend yesterday that was like hesitant to go in and even think about Bitcoin. Like, it's funny, another friend, I talked to a lot of people yesterday, and I'm calling people friends. That's kind of weird. But one of my friends that I was speaking to yesterday, this person has a goal of hitting 5 to 6 Bitcoin. They're currently not there, but that's their goal. I was like, that's cool. But like even they're hesitant to get in because they're looking at other things. But you have big money. Big money is looking and saying, you know what? Hope this goes down just a little bit more so I can get in. I think this is so super bullish right now. So where retail doesn't really see this for Bitcoin, big money does. They're like, hey, I want a piece of this. I want this now. At this price, it looks good. So there you go. But obviously, listen, I'm probably smiling because I started looking more at my portfolio in the stocks, and I'm like, really, you go into these things and you don't look at them. You just don't look. Treat it like a 401k. And speaking of 401k, god damn it, your 401ks must look lovely. Even with all this war and all this shit that's going on, your 401ks are pumping. Stock market's pumping. My idea yesterday, as I'm having this conversation, they're like, yo, listen, you know what? I think crypto might be down just because here's another reason. SpaceX and their IPO, all their attention going there. Why wouldn't you want to pull out your money from crypto and go participate in the market? Like, I'm just telling, like, this shit is happening. This shit is happening, and these are the conversations that retail is talking about, okay? I know Landy's gonna come on here with his horoscopes, and I love him. But like, there's the people that I speak to on the phone who are very intelligent people, bright people, make over 7 figures per year. They're like, man, like, I've allocated like 90, 80% into the stock market. I'm making my money here, and then I'll go slowly back into crypto. That's the sentiment right now, man. That's the sentiment. That's the sentiment. It's boring. But when you say it's boring, and people have said that Bitcoin's dead. What is that? The 93rd,000th time people have said or made that statement. Cool. That's when you need to buy Bitcoin. And I'm going to go into it today. Chainlink and all these things are absolutely phenomenal opportunities. I would even look into AI plays. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would really even look into AI plays, protocol. Again, I think these things will run. just based on meta and narratives when they come back, when the market comes back, when the liquidity does come back, which it will come back. I have no doubt. I have no doubt that once everybody's done with stocks, that money comes right into crypto. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great, though, for the people that have come to this show and heard me say, front run everyone. Front run everyone. But you guys want to participate in drama rooms and talk shit about each other? No problem, do that. You guys want to go ahead and lay in bed and not work out and be lazy and do nothing all day? Go do that. But right now with this opportunity that you have here in the markets, take advantage of it. Get in. Fucking look at your portfolio. Reshape that motherfucker if you think that things aren't going to work out. Get shit now and go to sleep. Go eat your cheese doodles. Go be lazy. Go participate in get your shit now and go do whatever the fuck you want. That simple. Hold on, there's a comment. Every one of you is corrupt. You can insult us or put us down. Huh? The fuck is? You're all treasonous. You're all traitors. I guess that's a Trump hater. Anyway, let's go to Pumpsky. I've seen you eating cheese doodles while you were driving on the freeway. Pumpsky, you live in Cali? And I don't even know if Pumpsky. See, here's the thing. I don't even know if Pumpsky's a female. We've talked about this yesterday. There's 9.5 females left. There are 9.5. She's laughing because she knows that she's driving on the freeway eating cheese doodles. Anyway, let's go to Polymarket. By the way, she posted these things on her on X. By the way, okay, hold on. I got to speak on this before we move forward. Well, I got to speak on this before. I'm watching, my entire timeline now has gone from Diddy and his package to people on their phones doing those fucking reaction clips to tweets. Okay, I think this is a really good feature, but holy shit, are y'all ODing on this, man. I can't even take it seriously. And you guys are so, like, I encourage you to do it, but you guys are really awkward doing it. Oh man, did you see this? And like you're pointing at your ears and like, because the TikTok veterans, they know how to do this shit. Like they're super skilled. They got the music going. Okay, they got sound effects and all that. Yo, you seen this timeline? It's like, yo, check out this post. It's like, man, come on, man. I came to Twitter. I didn't come to Twitter to look at chicks getting naked on the timeline saying, good morning, crypto. What should I buy? Okay. I ain't come onto the timeline to see people looking for Diddy's tape to see if his package is really small to confirm rumors. I came on here to talk, to tweet and get news. That's what I want news. I don't want to see some dude that didn't fix this. And you know what the fucked up part is? A lot of you guys look all fucked up, and I'll tell you why. Because you consistently use, or some of you guys use the mirror. Like, you know, you can mirror yourself in the cam. So now that you can't mirror yourself, you're looking into the phone and like, you think you're looking proper, but your hairstyle's like the other way. Like, you know what I'm talking about, the mirror look. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown, man. Breaking down people's hairstyles. Man, I miss Twitter, man. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening here, but I miss Twitter. I really do. All right, let's go to Polymarket. Let's look at Polymarket real quick. I thought this was interesting. Oh, hi, I'm down here. Hi. Why am I down here? Should be like here or something. Okay, let's look at Polymarket. I always go to Polymarket to get news. I can get all my news there. You can get your news at Gokhstein.com too once the site is up. We're like a week or two away, but let's go to Polymarket. Polymarket. Okay. So BB says his Fury disputes with Trump are merely listen, you know what? Let me say this. I'm happy that Trump ripped into him. 14% chance Trump meets with BB this month. I'm happy. Get rid of this guy, man. Get rid of this guy. Okay, get rid of this guy. Moderators, get rid of him. He's annoying. There's one thing, freedom of speech, but this guy is just annoying. Let me. I don't know how to. Moderators, you do your thing, man. Anyway, BB's talking about it wasn't that serious. We always find a way to work them out in terms of, their disagreements with him and Trump. Nah, Trump doesn't want this anymore. I've said this already. Trump wants to end this shit. BB's talking about they're not done in Iran. Come on, BB. Enough. Now, a lot of people will say, hey, listen, man, this is scripted. It's put out there to make it look like Trump isn't owned by Israel. But the truth is, he's not. And you guys are completely brainwashed if you think he is. This man walks to his own beat. You don't understand Trump. If you haven't grown up in the Northeast area, you just don't know who Trump is. You know Trump based on what they put out there from liberal mainstream media. That's really it. And you guys make me laugh with this whole AIPAC shit. AIPAC is a little piece. A little piece. You say AIPAC, Israel runs, the Jews run the United States of America. You guys don't even know who really runs the United States of America. Let's talk about the pharmaceutical companies, but let's save that subject for another time. Anyway, go to polymarket.com. I'm telling you, you go to polymarket.com. They're usually on the ball with everything, man. Usually on the ball with everything. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why. Why is Landy talking to himself and saying, hold my jock, pleb? That is weird. That is this is why. Like, he's talking to him. Why are you talking to yourself again? Bro, you talking to yourself again? Something's not right with Landy. Anyway. I don't know how to mute this guy. Okay, I don't know how to mute this guy. Where are my moderators? They think that I'm probably banned from TikTok again. So they're like, okay. Anyway. Let me go ahead and pull up the markets real quick. Let's see where Bitcoin's at right now. By the way, guys, you can go to G Markets. It's free to go ahead and look at. Why is as soon as I go on, the fucking market goes down a bit, man? That is fucked up. They time it. They wait for the breakdown to go ahead and do any of this bullshit, bro. So there you go. G Markets, ladies and gentlemen. gmarkets.io. You can go on there. You can compare a lot. I use this to make better decisions. I use this, honestly, to make better decisions when I buy in crypto. not financial advice, but and that's it's an educational tool. It's not financial advice. You can go on there, you get stats in real time. You can compare assets, you can look up history, you can see what they've done in 24 hours, 7 days, 3 days, 1 day. Like you could do all these things. It's free. It's absolutely free. Bitcoin right now is at 25, 65, 25. I wish. I'd actually cancel this show and I'd find every cent possible to buy as much Bitcoin as possible. But 65,809 currently the price of Bitcoin. Let's look at the market cap is 1.32 trillion. Volume in the last 24 hours is $50.57 billion. If Bitcoin had Ethereum's market cap, it'd be at $11,000 right now. And like I said yesterday, I'd be running. I'd be selling the doors in my house, nails, creatine, suits, name brand clothing, Ferragamo belts and shoes, Breitling watches. I'd be selling everything. Shows you popular comparisons to Bitcoin here. Got XRP, got BNB. Well, that's basically the tops right now. The 24-hour range here. Okay, here's the 24-hour range for Bitcoin. Oh. The 1 year right now. The performance of Bitcoin the last year. In 1 year, the last year. It's 37. It's down 37%, almost 38%. The last 30 days, down almost 18%. The last 7 days, down almost 12.5%. Last 24 hours, down almost 2.5%. Okay. There you go. All-time high, $126,080. You guys, again, you can go on here. You can use this tool. It's very helpful. I was using it yesterday. I was literally using this yesterday as I was buying all sorts of things, Solana and some other shit. Anyway, let's go. Let's bring this guy in for 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and have a conversation. Let's bring him in for 15 minutes. Because he's gonna have to go and chat on his little streams over there, the little spaces that he goes on to, and he talks like he knows things. But let's bring in Horoscope Guy. What's going on, Puppet?
What's up, David?
What's going on?
Yeah. So, the market did exactly what I described would happen if we saw Bitcoin break down below 70,000, 70,500.
I want everybody to notice how he starts off every show.
Yep. I'm going to start this off because
Every show he starts off, he's like, just like I said.
Lap. You can take a little victory lap. Yeah.
Just like I
right down
said.
towards $65,000. I said short term, you can try and look for a bounce at 60 to 69. It tried on the 4 hour, it failed, and then went down to the 65K area. Look, this is a bear market. This is to be expected. So yeah, not really anything too crazy. Yeah, Cheddar's Landy. I was right. Yeah, no shit.
I don't know why you laugh.
This is not new. This is not new.
Who said he's Cheddar's, man? Like, don't gas him up. Like, don't gas him up, man.
Trust me, I don't need to be gassed up because
here we go.
The charts.
Here we go. He's so full of himself too.
No, the best part is I'm right. All of the morons are wrong. And the morons are the ones that scream shit like, hey, it's never going to go below X number because that was the low. And it's like, okay, cool. Yeah. Show me your data. And then they don't have the data. They just have feelings. And feelings aren't what you trade.
Feelings never win.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
well,
look, I mean,
you heard me talk about what you heard me talk about what I really did have a lot of conversations yesterday with a lot of people. They don't participate on crypto Twitter. Most of them don't.
Yeah.
And they don't go and get their financial advice from crypto Twitter, unfortunately.
I mean, in general,
fortunately, I should say, they don't.
In general, you shouldn't You shouldn't really take other people's financial advice. You should make a plan and understand risk, and then you can try to manage your own portfolio. If you can't do that, you give it to somebody else to manage, and you pay them
They
money.
my friends though, a lot of them made a good point yesterday as we were having conversations about the market, and we talk about a little politics. Conversation though about the market was like, why would I go into crypto? And they were in crypto, but they pulled out money from crypto and they put it in more of it into stocks, and they've been winning. They're like, why would I go into crypto? And this is where I said like, well, why not start buying now? Because I think we're a few give or take, we might be 2 or 3, 4 months away from seeing everything turn around here in this space. I was just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
could be it. Could be
potentially
tomorrow.
bottoming. Yeah, I mean,
But
you
but
want to
like
buy value.
why not start buying now? Like it's red, right? We buy in the red, sell in the green. I mean, that's what's always been taught. So I don't know. Something lit up in one of their heads and said, okay, you know what? Not a bad idea to start picking up. A lot of them were like, oh, we'll go wait a little bit more before we go. But the consensus was from big money players. Big money players are like, I want to see it go down a little bit more, and then I'll be interested and I'll get into Bitcoin.
Yeah,
But a lot of them, like a lot of them that I spoke to, some of them were in crypto,
sure.
and they said, you know what? No reason. There's nothing here. Like this is true stuff. This is why I'm telling, like Landy. This is where we got into like this little argument. But I'm telling you, this is retail saying, not interested. Money. I'm making money here. For the last 8 to 9, 10 months, I've been making money in the stock market. I don't need to be here. Like I don't need to be here.
Well, the
Like
thing
and
is,
when we're talking about Bitcoin, they're like, great, like, but it's not hedging anything.
retail. Yeah, well, the problem is retail is always buying highs, whether it's crypto or
No,
whether
but
it's
like I'm talking about these people though. Like I'm not talking about okay. Like I told you, I believe retail. I told you that I believe what I said yesterday. You can replay the show, and if you don't
well,
remember the goddamn topic,
yeah. Well, the thing
I'm
is,
just saying, like
you
whatever
buy
you showed me
discount,
yesterday
you buy
about people
discount.
crying, people, it's not even crying anymore. Now it's like people like, I don't got time for this. I'm going where the money is, and that's money's in the stock market.
Well, you buy discount and you sell premium, right? So right now there's premium in the stock market, and it's got room still. Um, and
That's
the
what they
discount
all
is in
said.
crypto.
It's not.
Yeah.
One pointed out SpaceX IPO could be hitting, hitting the crypto market. There's a lot. You got a lot of young. I
It
gotta
is.
say this, Landy. A lot of the younger cats in crypto or that were in crypto are slowly shifting to stocks. Not saying that they won't rotate back into crypto. I'm just saying they've shifted there because like you can get into some of these things low and they still got room to run. So why stay in crypto and pray
Sure.
when you can put your money there and maybe even get just a 1x? The
Well,
1x is better than being down like fucking 50%.
those two worlds are going to be colliding and are colliding right now, just to a much larger extent, right? So, I mean, realistically, what we have right now in crypto is very simple. It's a bear market. And when we see volatility in global markets
Hold on, let me
on the
address
sell
real quick.
side,
I'm sorry.
what?
Crypto Glenn, see, this is where like person comes in here clickbaiting and rage baiting. Not me, can't do it to me. But like this is something where somebody would rage bait and be angry. He says, I love using retail to tell me where I shouldn't be. Right? So this is a guy who sells courses on fucking TikTok and shit like that. These are the people that when I first came on TikTok, they were hella fucking angry that I'm here. Oh my God, this guy is here. What does he know? What value? Etc. Etc. Right? Fuck that I speak to some of the most intelligent fucking people in the space. But besides the point, you could think my IQ is like 2, but forget about the people that I speak to. Me saying that these people, this is how people don't attend the show. These people have been in the stock market for 8 months, killing the game and saying, why would I go into crypto right now? They're missing the point, and they're always taking context and just trying to like just convey it into their favor so they can bring my audience, like take my audience. I don't really care. It's just weird. Come in here and say, "Oh, really? Is that what retail hasn't been in crypto? They've been in stocks this entire time. Oh shit! People tell me on the phone, I wish we would have had an opportunity to invest into Claude. You guys missed the plot a lot. Just your egos. Shout out to you. You know what? Shout out to your egos, man. I'm not about the. When it comes to money, I don't give a fuck about no ego. You show me where the money is, and I am going there, man. No ego there. My ego will come out on some other shit, but never when it comes to money. I love money too much to ever go ahead and put my ego on it. Anyway, go ahead, Landy. I'm sorry. I had to. I had to.
Well, point being is right now where we are in the crypto markets is value territory. It's in a bear market. And granted, things like I've said, looks like we need or want another leg down. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get it, but it's more probable than not. I've discussed the levels that I'm looking on the downside if we do start to see things break down from here. But it's a tale of two markets. Bitcoin and the wider crypto markets broke into a bear market on longer term timeframes, monthly being the one, and traditional markets did not. So when we had the deeper corrections last year and this year, in the Q1 to Q2 transition, those were dip buying opportunities for the stock market. The first go around last year for the crypto markets, it turned out to be a really good dip buying opportunity for crypto markets because the structure was a bull market structure. We are no longer in that in the crypto markets. It's the furthest end of the risk curve. So if you're looking at things and you're hunting value, I would say you'd want to be here because this is where the value is right now until we see a wider correction in traditional markets. I talk about traditional markets all the time, not typically with you, but you see where I am all the time on the timeline. And primarily, I focus on the crypto markets because that's what a lot of people I think should be paying attention to right now. Not ignoring traditional markets, but you should be paying attention in the bear market to the crypto markets because that's where you're going to identify the opportunity. It's very simple. You you buy the value, you sell the premium, or you buy the discount, you sell the premium. And that's really we're in discount territory here and under for the crypto markets. Now, it's fearful. People are scared, right? They're scared that they buy here and they take a 50% drawdown on something. And honestly, if you're scared here and you're afraid of that, it's because you don't have a plan for actually accumulating. It's the same thing that I said when I was calling for the correction Q1 to Q2 of last year, and then again this year. When we got those larger corrections in traditional markets, what were people doing? They were buying value. We came out of a massive bear market in 21 to 22 into 23 for traditional markets and crypto markets. The cycle is still intact for the cadence in which people take profits in crypto markets. It's very different in stock markets. They can keep running. It's a completely different prop system over there. And until we see an actual longer term time frame structural break, it's dip buying opportunities that will turn around for crypto. We will see macro lows set. They're not in right now for really anything. We do have outliers that are running and performing really well in the crypto markets, and those are going to be those TradFi adjacent plays. And that is what is hot right now on the crypto side of things because it's all showing off the tech and the larger institutional players getting into tokenization of RWAs and stocks and putting them on chain. And we're going to see this continue to accelerate. And I think that this is where anyone that's like, oh, I'm out of crypto and I'm all in stock markets. I right now that's, and for, coming off of the lows in the stock markets, yeah, that's a great position to be in. But it is time to now take a look at where crypto is, especially as Bitcoin, just hit, right around 65K again. If it starts to break down from there, that is interesting, right? That is value below the range. We had a nice rally to a big monthly at 82 and a half, rejected it. Now we're skating right back to the lows. So if it breaks through, you're going to see that a lot of liquidity is going to come in, but it is going to take time to form the macro low for Bitcoin and the wider crypto markets. And guess what? That's where the value is. These are the times you want to be here. And there's a lot of people that walk away at this time. They go and make the wrong decision. They walk away at times like this and they go and they chase. And many are going to chase in traditional markets and they're picking just the top caps that, are looking for corrections probably sooner rather than later.
You know, I, I think you should be in all markets.
Well, yeah.
I've been saying that for such a long time. Like you should be, and I've always get shit. You know, it's crazy. I always get shitted on by the crypto crowd. I can care like nobody, no other crowd except crypto shits on this. Where I say you should be in everything, and I've been saying that for years. You should be in real estate. You should be in the stock market. You should be in everything that can make you money. There's nothing wrong with it either.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say this. And out of my conversations yesterday, I feel like, and yesterday I was buying crypto. I was adding more in. I think SpaceX is going to be the top. That's what I think. After having combos, I feel like SpaceX is going to be the top for. Not saying that the market's going to go all the way down and retrace like crazy. I'm not saying that's going to happen in the traditional markets, but I do feel like that will be kind of like the top for the markets there, and you will see at some point that money starts shifting over to crypto. So I think in these next 2 to 3, 4, you want to go 2 to 4 months. I think this time right now should be spent acquiring everything that's completely oversold. And here I'm going to say something. You know how much I love memes? I'm talking about Bitcoin. I'm talking about, you like Ethereum? I have enough Ethereum. I'm not touching it no more. Until I see otherwise. I have my reasons for why. I'm sorry. But Solana, you want to say BNB, you want to say Chainlink, you want to say XRP, you want to say whatever has an actual real use case or could have a real use case, has a team that shows its face. Like these are the Cardano, Midnight, Privacy. You want Monero, Midnight, even Zcash, like Litecoin, which is at $54. I don't even know why. I don't know why it's at $54, but fuck it, take it. All I'm saying is these are the things that I would be looking at. And then if you want to fuck around with the memes, like go for it. This is the first time I'm saying, like, this is the first time that I'm really coming out and telling you guys, like, I love memes. I'll buy the OG memes. But if you don't have, like, at least one Bitcoin, you don't have at least 2,000 Solana, if you don't have enough BNB, I'll count the, if you don't have, like, 10 Monero, if you don't have, like, 10 Litecoin, like, quit. I'm being dead ass. Quit.
Regarding
Sui is another one I'm gonna tell you about. Like I'm looking into Sui now to take a flyer on it just because of the people surrounding Sui. I know it's been down like 4 times. So was Solana. Solana was down, didn't work, and all this shit, man. And look where it went. It's not about whether you like the people that run it and who. Doesn't matter. Will that shit go up? And I believe so. Eric Trump is an ambassador of it, right? That shit has been seen multiple times at events with the Trump name on it. I'm just saying, Look where the money is. But go ahead, Landy.
Well, regarding like the SpaceX IPO, typically after IPOs launch, they run for a little bit and then they crash hard, hard. I mean, very different circumstances, but same time last year we had Circle's IPO, right? So we're
Yeah.
talking, June into July. It ran. I mean, it ran very nicely, and then it crashed 83.5%. Right. So now, granted, it found its floor and it was up off the lows, but it did, also coincide with a fairly sizable drawdown in markets as well. So, I don't disagree with that take. I think SpaceX IPO is going to hoover up a lot of liquidity in the markets, not just for traditional markets, but it's also going to hoover up liquidity within the crypto markets because it is available. Now, the thing that you do have to be careful of in the crypto markets is is the underlying deliverable, right? That's the thing that is you have to be careful of going forward with any RWA or stock tokens that you see because you're going to see listings of it that are just beta plays to scam and pull liquidity and all kinds of crap. You have to really look at who's got the actual offering up that is has deliverable shares. And honestly, I do think that it's going to be a massive liquidity event for traditional markets and crypto as well. And you could tell by what is pumping. I mean, look at Hyperliquid doing just fantastic to the upside. I think that we, much like what we saw with Trump, the Trump token launch, you saw Solana starting to hit all-time highs or try to sweep them. You saw that when Trump launched, it literally sapped all of the liquidity out of the system. I think this is another event like that. There's a lot of people in crypto that are paying attention to where to go to mess around with the SpaceX IPO. But I think that it's going to perform well out the gate, and then it's going to slam down significantly over time. So I wouldn't be surprised for it to result in a very, very large amount of FOMO in traditional markets and in those offerings in the crypto markets. And then we see a much wider correction in markets. It also is lining up with the summer lull and all of the, kind of the price action that we typically see this time of year. So I would not disagree with you saying that it likely causes a top in markets. It just, it might take a little bit for it to
No, I'm not
actually
saying
play
it
it out.
happens immediately. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like that would be to me the top. Like
Yeah.
because you're gonna have a lot of people that are going because of Elon. You're gonna have a lot of people, especially younger people, that'll be like, you know what? I miss Tesla, air quote, right?
Yeah.
Let me run into SpaceX. But here's the thing that I think with that whole situation, because I think that they will combine SpaceX and Tesla at some point. I'd
I
run
wouldn't
into
be
Tesla
surprised.
before I'd go into SpaceX.
So this is also where I think that it's going to be a significant event because I think if we do start to see liquidity being pulled from other stuff, like people selling other stock to then get into this to chase on the initial run, I think that that's going to present a lot of opportunity and other things. And then when the market actually corrects in its totality, what you'll see is that bid will start to come into those beta plays, your Teslas and everything else. So, we have to just be aware of the potential things that could play out. Markets have been cooking to the upside off of a V recovery for quite some time now. They could use a wider correction. And everyone's looking at this as a potential event that could, well, continue to push things higher, but also ultimately end with marking a local top in markets that results in a larger drawdown and correction. Look, we need to come back and get and hit some of those bids, right? We need to
Yeah.
come back and hit some of those bids in traditional markets. And, I think it would be the most opportune time to see kind of all of this play out. And look, a lot of people focus purely on what retail's doing and how they get washed and buying tops and selling bottoms. But in reality, there's a lot of sophisticated players in all of these markets, and the sophisticated players know how to take advantage of an opportunity, run it up, slam it down, buy the value again, and then we continue on later. And right now, what we've seen is we're seeing that we have a all of the underlying spot side you could consider. If you're talking about crypto markets, we call it spot side. But what you're seeing is a wide spread between the call and put side and on the call side the for the stock market and the put side for futures. So what that's telling you is that there's an arb trade that will squeeze and then we'll see an unwind. I think that this is likely going to be the event that triggers that. It's just a matter of how long does it take to get follow through and actually see the wider correction. Um, and look, I think it's significant. I think that over time, um, Elon, has a proven track record, not just in markets, but in product now, right? So there's a lot of people that are purely going, well, we value it at under a trillion at there was one report, I think the other day at like 788 billion. There's others that are, valuing much higher than that. But these are also, you know, very forward-looking valuations. So the market will correct, right? No matter how high it goes, it will correct and it will go into to find lows and it will take a while to find those lows. And I
You
think
know what's even
you don't have
funnier?
to be in right away.
I think is even going to help more with SpaceX and that stock is Blue Origin blowing up.
Yeah,
If you think about that, it's like, yo, that they don't, Jeff Bezos, man,
because of the
they don't even
time
have a launch pad
lag,
to replace that launch pad with. It's just like,
it's gonna take a while to rebuild it, right?
yeah.
So,
So it's like, okay, SpaceX is the thing. Like that's clear winner.
yes.
If you were thinking that Bezos was close, right?
Yeah.
Now you look and you say, man, this dude doesn't even have a backup. Elon's
Well,
already he's on level 11, 11.
yeah.
I mean, level 11 here versus
Yeah.
where Bezos is still starting out here.
Well, I think that what this does for Bezos is it's a setback because I think that likely what we would have seen, and we've seen a lot of this, but it's typically in derivative space plays. And there's a whole set of ecosystem of tickers for space, right? I think that essentially what they were going to try to do is a test fire. Elon launches his stuff. They start launching rockets again and then get ready for their own IPO, right? A little bit later when the market's nice and frothy again. After, you give it time, right? You basically stage it so that you can do your test fire, get that out of the way. You start getting speculators going, okay, let's all run and chase after the liquidity event that is SpaceX IPO, give that months to cool down. And then you start, as it's cooling down, maybe you launch a rocket and then you start, talking a little bit more about going public and like this kind of stuff. So I could see how this is a massive, massive setback for him. But honestly, I think the more there was people celebrating that on the
I
timelines and on
wasn't.
social
I think
media.
that was stupid.
I
If you were celebrating somebody who's trying to like do something
I
cool, I mean, like,
I'm not a space. I'm not really a SpaceX enjoyer in the way that some people are like all in on Elon stuff. I'm not a Blue Origin hater. Uh, I
I
think
don't know.
I'm
You've
I'm
said
not a
that in the back
fan.
channels that you were happy and satisfied, but
That's messed up.
I
I
don't
did
understand
not
that.
say this, for the record,
It's
Mr.
weird.
Bezos.
It's weird.
Now,
Why
I'm
would
not a
you?
fan of Bezos, but I respect the things that he's built. He's built a lot of stuff. Um, and in terms of company, in terms of shareholder value, he's built a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people. I'm not necessarily
Oh
a
my God!
fan of
Stop
him,
kissing his ass. Okay, we get it.
but
You like his. You like
you
his
don't
junk.
have
You said.
to.
Oh, you said your stuff or junk. Which one?
You don't have to like him to want to see competition in that particular sector. And that sector is only going to become a bigger and bigger deal as time moves on. So I think that this is going to provide for a lot of opportunity. And I think that if you are on the private side of investing, if you are Well, now we get a lot of private offerings that you can do pre-IPO stuff, across a lot of these brokers. But I mean, if you're an accredited investor, I mean, you almost go like, okay, good. I'm glad that that happened because now we get time to evaluate and invest and inject money because we know that they're going to capex this hard to get the rebuild going, to catch things back up. And, I think Elon is right to say, yeah, rockets are hard. That's why when you talk about people that are smart, you refer typically to rocket scientists. When you want to mock somebody, you say, oh, look at that rocket scientist over there. When,
I never got
you
called
don't
that.
believe they are. Never got called a rocket scientist?
Nah, when
No?
somebody would call me that, they would be acknowledging my greatness. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 721. People might take that as arrogance or cockiness, Landy, but like you have to, like, just like you came in here today and you said, as I told you yesterday, right? You're acknowledging yourself. Since nobody's acknowledging you, you're just acknowledging yourself. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Uh,
You should. You should acknowledge yourself. You should. It's like when people say, "Oh, you
I'm
love
not
yourself
humble.
too much."
I'm
Like,
not
what the
humble. I literally have I literally have TA world champ under my name. So if
we know
anybody was
that.
expecting me to be humble, yeah, I don't know, maybe you're on the wrong show.
Especially this show. I want to say, like, what the fuck does "you love yourself too much" mean? Yeah, I do. In a good way. It's not like, hey, like I'm better than you. It's just like, hey, I love myself. Yes, I do love myself. You should be selfish a little bit. Like, I do want to make sure I'm clean and my hygiene's on point. Yes. Like, what is that? What does that mean? That is so weird. When I feel like that's just so fucking weird to say to somebody, you love yourself too much. Yes. Yes, I am my biggest fan. Yes. Yes.
It's because people don't understand the self-awareness and the jokes and jabs and self-deprecating humor that can be had when you do that, right? Like people
I
don't
joke. How
they
many times
choose
do I
not to
joke on
understand
myself?
that.
I crack jokes on myself.
Well, people don't want to understand that. And there's a large contingent of people. Obviously, a lot of people here understand, but there's a large contingent of people, especially online, that don't get self-deprecating humor. They don't get humor to begin with. Like
None. None.
it's
Like
just
none. None. And but yeah, speaking of that, we will touch on the Kool-Aid. I have so many things to say about so much shit today. Like, I seen that on the timeline. I gotta unfollow some people. That's what I like. I'm starting to think I followed way too many people, and now I'm seeing everything that's happening in the world, and like I want to unsee it. Like, I really want to unsee it. I'm watching now. I'm gonna get banned for this. How do I say this where I don't get banned on TikTok? Um, let's go to the Kool-Aid challenge. So
okay.
you motherfuckers are buying a bottle of diabetes. Like, you guys are literally buying a bottle of diabetes.
Wait, is this the pineapple thing?
Yeah, the pineapple, they put Hennessy in it,
Oh,
and they
okay.
put
I
Kool-Aid packs in it, and sugar in it, and
was
then they
wondering why there
close
was
it, and it's
pineapples
like
all
a
over the
huge
timeline.
jar, bro. Here, hold on, let's watch. Hold on, let's
I
watch.
had no idea. I was just seeing like pineapples all over the timeline lately, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess that's a thing.
and some of the people that are doing the pineapple challenge or whatever, it's not even a challenge. The way they're eating it, sus, bro. It's like somebody eating a banana. There's no right way to eat it. You know what I'm saying, right?
You just
Hold on.
you peel the banana and bite it sideways.
Nah, I know how to do it, bro. Trust me. I'm
Wait,
allergic
somebody
to
said a
bananas. I'm being
jar.
serious. I'm allergic to bananas, so I don't eat bananas. But if I were to eat a banana, the right way to do it is you cut it in four. It's simple. You break
I,
it into four.
Okay, so now I'm even more confused because I didn't see a pineapple jar. I'm just seeing pineapples and colored
Here, I'll show you
pineapples
right now.
and like all
Look,
kinds
look
of
at this.
stupid shit.
This is a disaster right now. What's happening? Let me show you something. This is an absolute disaster. Okay? This is a disaster, bro. Here, hold on.
TikTok's pretty good right now. David
Top it off with a little bit of Hennessy. Pause, then top it off with some more sugar, and you already know this bussin'. The viral Kool-Aid pineapples. These go for $20 a pop. Let me show you how to make it from scratch. And we got 4 different flavors, so let's tap in. Cut off the top and the bottom of your pineapples, then you're gonna go around the side just like that. Making sure you get rid of the core, you're gonna cut the outsides. Then you're gonna line your jars with your Kool-Aid. A quarter cup of sugar in each one. Then you're gonna throw your water in that bad boy halfway. Shake that bad boy up. Top it off with a little bit of Hennessy. Pause, then top it off with some more sugar, and you already know this bussin'. The viral Kool-Aid
All right,
pineapple.
so I wanna
These go
say-
for $20 a pop. Let me show you how to make it from scratch.
Okay, first of all, you see that? You see that right there? That's just wrong.
Why are you doing
Pause.
this? Why are you doing this to this poor man?
Well, this is a
No,
reaction
what?
video, right? So here's my reaction.
Why are you doing this?
First of all, it should be called type 2 diabetes in a jar. That's what it should be called. Okay? I'm gonna show.
Honestly, so
I'm actually gonna
somebody just said this in chat. So shout out to
Kevin.
Digital Alki. He said,
said
never
that?
eat a banana in one shot. Honestly, what they
Yeah,
should
I
be
took-
doing with these is they should unironically just one shot the pineapple spear just because they just go way more viral, right? They're all in a competition over pineapples right now. You might as well just start one shot them and screw the consequences on the other side of that, right?
I rather choke.
Don't finish that
I
sentence.
can't even. I don't even know how to put this together, bro. I'm trying to put this together in a way where, like, all right, this right now, like, all right, I'm sure he's. I'm sure he didn't participate on June 1st. But this is sus. Second, this really
Best time
is
of the
type
month.
2 diabetes in a jar. Like this right here is type 2 diabetes in a jar. There have been a few cases now that people have ended up in a hospital. I gotta show you this picture. I know it's not funny. I know I shouldn't be laughing at it, but yeah, y'all, I'm gonna show you a picture of a young man who went to the hospital because of this challenge.
See, now the pictures I've seen is people cutting the top of the pineapple open, coring it, and then dumping in a bottle of liquor, and then adding.
Throw no shade. Nigga, my feet on point. Nigga, this whip okay. Hold on, come down, young boy. Make sure I'm straight on stage. I
Barber
took the
tried
back was run.
gave him like a 7 head.
All right, I don't know, like this right here.
Yo, his barber did him dirty. He could have lined that up differently.
Why did the barber do this, man?
Yo, bro, you need to when he gets out of the hospital, he needs to go and
Not this guy. He didn't end
diabetes.
up. This guy didn't end up in the hospital.
Well,
But
I
like,
mean,
why did they
it
do
looks
him
if he
dirty
keeps
like
eating
this?
all this crap, he's gonna end up in the hospital. You need to go back to your barber and tell him, bro, why'd you do me like this?
I just
And-
want to say to look, I'm
And
from
fire
Coney
your
Island,
camera
man.
guy. You
My
know, like, you
heart is
coulda
in
got a
Coney-
lower
My
angle.
heart is in Brooklyn. Okay, shout out to Brooklyn, man. But this haircut, this ain't it, man. Like that looks like that looks like they took a Super Nintendo. They look like they took the Mike Tyson game and put it to his forehead.
Yeah, that's
Like
the
cloak
barber.
itself,
That's not that
man.
dude's fault. That's the barber
That's messed
messed
up,
him up.
man. That's fucked up shit, man. This is absolutely
Yeah,
despicable.
that barber did him dirty, bro. That's not right. Like, cause he did his rows right, but then he lined him up. Like, maybe the barber has something against him. Maybe, you
But
know.
like that's like that looks like a garage door, bro.
Spent 100 grand on cake. Stole an all one ball game. Fuck nigga, don't throw no shade. I left the season to come back with a reason.
Nah. It just makes his forehead look so much bigger, man. Why?
That's bro.
It's
Fire your
messed up,
barber.
man. That's
That's not
messed
right.
up. Trying to give him the lean back look, man. Like that's fucked up, man.
Bro,
All
his
right,
head was the top
look
of
at
his
this.
head was facing the camera, and he still looked like he was leaning back. That's the barber's fault right there. That ain't his fault. That's barber. Barber wanted to optical illusion him into it.
My boy trying the strawberry kiwi. Yeah.
100 out of 10.
100 out of 10.
Fuck with my nigga C.
Come on now.
Fuck with my nigga.
Ooh. The
What region
juice
of the country
always
is this
gonna
taking
do it,
off
I'm
in?
telling you. Hey, you can put your juice on some ice. You can mix that shit with some liquor.
I'm mixing with some liquor. Oh, look
Show us
at
that pineapple.
Oh my God.
Y'all see that? Ooh, that motherfucker good too. Ooh, you wrong for that.
All right, pause. Pause up. Yo, what the? What happened just now? What happened?
She's experienced, all right.
Honest review right here.
Kool-Aid busting.
Ready?
I don't taste liquor.
This is so bad.
Watch me.
This dude's leaving with. No, man.
Damn.
They say it's $20 a jar, man. I'm hitting up Costco right now.
I showed you.
I don't know what's happening here, man.
So I haven't seen the jar ones yet. This is
the jar
my
ones.
first time seeing all the jar ones. I've seen people just cutting the
This
top
is
off
Landy.
pineapples and doing.
Guys, if you've never seen Landy, this is Landy, man.
Yeah, that bit tough. That big guy.
Oh yeah, appreciate you, buddy. Yes, sir.
Sorry, was he speaking English?
What did he say?
Was he?
What did he say?
This is called Doom Scrolling with David.
Yeah, that bit tough.
New segment.
That big guy.
Oh yeah.
Did Bigal? What did he say?
He's speaking another language. I don't know.
What the? I must be lost, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Did Bigal?
Lutz
Did he
has
say Did Bigal?
dat biga. Dat biga. I guess that's
What?
good. That
that
be good. I don't know.
Is that gibberish, bro?
It
To the good, to the god, to the get. You remember gibberish? Anybody remember gibberish? We go bring gibberish back in this bitch. You remember you put the G in front of the second letter?
People have they're just speaking in emoji now and shorthand
crazy,
text.
man. This is the person, this is the kid that you're battling on Pump.Fun.
He's probably making more than 90% of people in crypto.
Like I said,
He's got time to do the pineapple thing.
This right here, I gotta say, this right here is legit. I think it's a horrible trend. Like you know what I feel like? You know what I feel like with these kind of trends? The marketing team at Kool-Aid and the big boys that run the pineapple markets, they push this shit out there. They have to come to, all these motherfuckers are coming together. Motherfuckers that selling sugar.
Okay,
They come together like, yo, we got to come up with some new shit, man.
We have some
put this in
TikTok
there.
trending experts here. Lucky is giving us the lowdown in one of the chats of all of the all of the shit that they're saying.
We got tea good.
I just Lutz apparently also knows a little bit about this.
For some reason, everybody in the chats know about this. I don't. This is my timeline. I'm just telling you. This is my timeline. That kid, the last kid, is the kid that you battle. He's on Fortnite, right? This is the kid that you're battling in the Pump.Fun trenches. That's the kid, okay? That's the kid. You guys are investing your 30 Solana into shit. That's the kid. That's the dev. And guess what he's doing? When he's taking your money, he's getting himself a jar of diabetes. Because that'd be good, right? I'm just saying. I don't know where. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we build Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. I think we're touching on everything. By the way, I'm being told that this challenge has been out for a month now. I haven't seen it. See, this is the problem when you start following everybody at random and you start seeing it on the timeline. You start seeing it all over the place. But welcome back. Crypto, politics, AI, fruit challenges that are literally type 2 diabetes, which I 100% believe that shit is pushed by corporate America. It is pushed 100% into corporate America to make it look like that shit is cool when it's not. It's not. It is 100% not fucking cool. Welcome back. Yeah, it is. I agree with Lucky. That it is 100%. It's an epidemic, 100%. Like, I saw pictures, I can't find it here, but I saw pictures, a kid ended up in a hospital because of this. Like, it's not, like, this is why doom scrolling is bad. Anyway, we talked about crypto, we talked about the traditional markets. I talked and touched on Trump and BB and how Trump smacked the shit out of him. BB's like, I don't want to discuss it kind of thing. There's 11% chance. Polymarket says an 11% chance that they meet this month. I don't know if we should talk about what happened yesterday, though, with Carol Bass. Carol Bass will now go and have Spencer Pratt literally on her ass for the
No.
next 5 months.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What?
That vote is not fully in. California isn't even going to certify that vote. So you know what they're going to do is they're waiting on the late votes to count. So they are saying now that they're not going to be able to have well, I believe it was July 2nd that they'll be able to. They're not going to be able to certify anything for these primaries until July 2nd. So with
Hold on,
essentially what
mail-in
they're doing,
ballots? Are we?
they claim that they still have a bunch of late ballots to count.
We know what's happening.
Exactly.
Well, we
And
can't
they're
say
gonna
it.
try and push them out of the top 2. That's what they're gonna try to do.
You can't say it because we're on TikTok.
They're gonna try.
The liberal social media platform of the world. God forbid we would just talk about this or have a conversation, you'd get banned. I am surprised that an hour and 33 minutes in that I am not restricted yet.
Let's
Stop.
see. So
Don't try it. Stop.
so
Don't do it.
they are projecting, even though the full vote isn't in, what they're projecting right now, and this is all of the major ones that are calling races, and it's typically media. They're projecting that it will be Spencer Pratt and Karen Bass, but don't be surprised if all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, look, what's her name? Natia or whatever her name is starts to catch up." And then because there was an 8-point gap the last time I looked, unless she actually drops out or concedes, I think all right, so I take that back. She did actually concede as of 1 hour ago. So while we've been live here, she did concede.
Yo, he destroyed her. I'll tell you where she lost. When he did that commercial by her house. When I seen that commercial he did by her house, like he showed what's happening with the homeless situation, and then he did the commercial of where she lives. Over.
Mhm. Well,
And she didn't really do good at the debate. So it's like, what I actually thought she was going to win because of what happened with Mandani in New York City.
with
I was
the
like,
Natia,
okay.
or
Say that
whatever her
again.
name is, the Rahman or
Yeah. I
Rahman?
thought she was going to win because of Mandani. I thought it would start this whole movement of communism and socialism, you know?
Well,
And it looked like you saw like the press was pushing. I don't know if
they're
you guys saw it, but
yeah,
the narrative was like pushing her.
yeah.
But here comes Spencer out of nowhere. Like, bro, like if you would have told me Spencer Pratt is running for fucking mayor of Los Angeles, like I'd laugh at you like a decade ago, bro.
Well, people said the same when Trump ran the first time, right?
That's
Oh,
true.
he'll never win. The biggest, and just like in the national and the federal elections for Trump versus Hillary, he was given no chance. All the polling, and even early in that night, looked like Hillary was gonna take it before it started to turn, as as it did. In this case, the biggest thing here, and I'm glad to see, because the concern was is they keep dropping votes and they try to push him right off the. They just have Karen and Rahman, or whatever her name is, however it's said, run against each other. So it's good that she conceded. It could be a straight up slugfest between Bass and Pratt, and I think that this is good for Pratt. I think that he's got plenty of time to actually change people's minds and to solely focus on just smashing her on her record. Gross. Pause. All of that.
I just like
Yeah.
I want to vomit.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. I was looking to see, Hilton was ahead. Obviously, I think
Yeah,
Bianco
until
should have dropped.
yesterday I caught wind. They're like, wait, hold on, the mail-in ballots though.
Well, the mail-in ballots, they said they counted first, but then they said, "Oh, we have to, um, we have to continue to count because they're still coming in, so it's the late drops. We're gonna start counting same-day voters, and then but we have to still wait on all the late drops to be counted because they basically they said they counted all of the early drops pre-election day, but on election day drops, they hadn't counted yet for the mail-in ballots. And this is a huge problem. When you lose and I was, reading Nate Silver put some stuff out. When you lose Nate Silver, you've lost the plot. You know that the scheming and corruption has now hit enough of the mainstream in terms of understanding when you have a Nate Silver coming out saying this is ridiculous that you can't get this stuff counted. Like, what is this? Are we a third world country? Even third world countries can get shit counted in the same day.
There has to be like somebody who says like this doesn't like this is not good.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Besides him, it's just like everybody has to say, like, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. You got to come out and say like this is not good.
So now, we have what I do find very interesting, right? Because you have the three top spots with Bianco, who should have just um, should have dropped out and endorsed Hilton, but you have Hilton, uh, Becerra, and Steyer. What I do find interesting here is that between Becerra and Steyer, and granted, there's a huge field, even on the Democrat side of things, but the fact that they're just shy of 56% between the two of them, that's way below where they should have been. So there's clearly opportunity here, but then you remember it's California and Gavin Newsom's going to do anything he possibly can
Oh, for
to make
sure.
sure that the Dems stay in power. And then you had Weiner win for Nancy Pelosi's seat. That is insane. This is a guy who did some really I don't want to get you banned on TikTok.
Yeah, please don't.
Just go and look up what that guy did and what he stands for. It is insane that that man was even um able to run and got endorsements and then is taking that seat.
We're talking
That's
about Anthony
insane.
Weiner, right?
No, it's not Anthony Weiner.
Okay.
It's it's a
Because I was about to say,
um it is not Anthony Weiner. No, it's what's his name? Steve Weiner. I don't remember his actual name.
both
Scott
Wieners
Weiner.
are bad.
Scott Weiner.
Both Wiener,
They
both
voted.
Wieners are bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the both of them. Is
Um,
he's related? Isn't he related to Anthony?
I have no clue. I honestly don't have no. You know what? The only race that I kept up with was with the governor's race and the Pratt thing. So everything else, I honestly I haven't been tuned in. I should have been, but I haven't really been tuned in because California is it's a lost cause, man. Yeah, you're always going to be a blue state. So nothing's going to change there. I don't care what anybody says.
It's I would argue that it's only a blue state because of the way that the districting is
That's what
and
I'm
the way that
saying.
they don't check IDs. Anybody who's here illegally can get a driver's license and then they will get a mail-in ballot. They don't check those. They don't they do all kinds of ballot stuffing operations out here. It's just filled with fraud. They kept 897,000 people on the rolls that they should have they should have gotten off the rolls. This is really it's yeah. Okay, so somebody says Scott Weiner is not he has no relation to Anthony Weiner. They're just involved in all the same kind of BS apparently. Um yeah, it's insane. Insane. insane stuff. But yeah, it's very, very corrupt over here in California. I think that I think honestly, you take out the cherry picking of districts, the purposeful uh district districts drawn just to secure and widen the Democrat influence, the race-based districting, the ability that we know from on the ground being here in California, that we know that illegals vote, we know how they vote, the ballot stuffing operations, all of that stuff. I think you remove that and this state would turn red pretty quickly. And it might eventually turn red despite all of that crap because even Democrats here have had enough. They have. I mean, I've talked to people locally here and they've had enough. They're
Oh my
voting
God, this
they're
guy's
voting outside of their party.
the chat is like he's backed by APAC. You know, like I'm so tired of like all this APAC and Israel runs everything, bro. Like y'all know, like Jewish people are hella poor, bro. Y'all know, like the 16 million Jews that are on this goddamn planet, like 99.1% of them are poor, or like they get by, like I guess, like everybody else, like. You guys with your whole Israel run shit, like y'all, this is some funny shit. Like I'm telling you, it is absolutely funny. I find it fucking. Here comes the victim. I don't give a shit. I could care less. I don't care. There's no victim card. Here comes the victim. Like no. Here comes reality. You're looking at 4 or 5 successful Jews. What about the 4 or 5 successful Christians and Catholics that are also a part of pushing people? Like y'all sound deranged. Really. Especially when Big Pharma contributes way more money to our senators and Congress people than anybody else. I promise you. Stop watching Kelly. Kelly and Sean Ryan's lost it. Like that, I had so much respect for this guy. He's completely lost it. Your heroes are absolutely, they are destroying your minds, man. I don't honestly, thank you, Digital. I don't cry about any of this stuff. I touch on all topics. I'm never afraid to touch on Israel. I absolutely love Israel. I don't like here. I got a warning. Look at this. Look at this. Your live is flagged for civil and election integrity. What? What?
Well, because
I'm literally
that guy
saying
immediately
that is not
reported
happening.
you. Well, here's the facts. Wiener, Scott Wiener is explicitly not backed by APIC. So that person's completely wrong. They barely got any donations from anyone pro-Israel. In fact, most of the donations came from anti-Israel causes, LGBTQ plus groups, and housing advocates in that area for his particular.
I am. How do I get warned? And I'm Jewish.
It is funny though.
I didn't say nothing bad about anything. I just said, yo, APAC, and I'll say it again because I'm fucking tired of this platform continuing to fucking silence me.
Doug says, now you're just lying. Okay, you can go look it up for yourself. I mean, I think that the guy should never be anywhere near office. But if you're just going to misrepresent things, then you're going to get challenged.
I said, look at the donations that come from others. That is crazy. To get a warning for a violation warning for that? Are you kidding me?
You know what's wild? This dude, Scott, who should be nowhere near office ever, or children, or anyone.
You know what?
Chris Larson was one of his top donors. Ripple CEO. Was one of his top donors.
You know what?
That's wild.
I love you. Let me say, now I'm aggravated. Let me say that TikTok, I love you, man. everybody who follows me here on TikTok, just know where you can find me. You can find me on Twitter, or you can find me on my YouTube channel. Kick others. I can't do this anymore. I got to tell you, man, if I'm going to get restricted for breathing here, I'm out, man. This is absolute horseshit. You can't. I've watched worse things happen on TikTok. I've seen horrific shit happen on TikTok. I've seen Democrats just completely run wild with saying things about Republicans or MAGA people. But as soon as you just talk, I just talked about, I'm not allowed to talk about it? Are you kidding me? I'm not allowed to talk about Israel now? What's happening? Is the algorithm not catching the last name here, bro? If they send me on my way, I'm good, man. Ain't nobody needs a platform like this, respectfully. And I'm sorry, I am not going to become a Democrat and sit here and champion Joe Biden. Like, I am sorry. Y'all can take this account and you could turn it sideways. Man, you will never, ever censor me. Zero. And I know it's you know what it is? And on TikTok, it's these cowards that sell their ebooks that are absolutely mad every single time my account starts going. They are mad because their ebook fucking sales are at fucking risk.
Do you want to go? Yeah, Lutz, you bring up a good point. Yeah, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole, right? That'll definitely get
Which rabbit hole?
Ellison.
Yeah, let's
go
not
down
touch
that
any,
rabbit hole.
It is what it is. Welcome, Landy. Tonight, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check out Landy coming out with the market update. So if you guys want to learn something, okay, you go to Landy's. You can go to Landy's X account. You can go to the G Media X account. You can go on to. Are you streaming to TikTok or no?
No.
Well, you can go on to the G Media account or Landy's account, and you can catch the market update provided by Landy, okay, where he's breaking everything down. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be on with Rob Nelson, excuse me. Why do I say Ron? Rob Nelson on the Rob Nelson Show, where we'll touch on these topics. That's right. We won't be on TikTok, but we will go ahead and touch on these topics, okay?
Yeah, there's
Doug,
no way
shut the fuck up already, okay? Go shut the fuck up. I'm more American than you are. Shut the fuck up. You never left your goddamn town. I gotta control yourself, David. Control yourself. Anyway, Landy, it's always a pleasure. I will be doing the Kool-Aid challenge, or I am going to buy a bottle of Kool-Aid or a jar of Kool-Aid with the pineapples, and I will attempt to do it this week. That's right.
Tune in to watch David one-shot pineapples.
Watch me get type 2 diabetes right after doing that shit.
Thanks for having me on, David.
I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Take care, brother.
This is frustrating. I got to tell you, it is frustrating, man. It is fucking frustrating. It is very frustrating. How can you, like, TikTok is a big platform. How can you know what? Even Twitter wasn't this bad under Jack Dorsey. I got to tell you, I have never been warned on YouTube, except for, when you play music sometimes, if you do over 21 seconds, then they can go ahead and give you that violation shit. But other than that, it's never been for free speech. Instagram did it once during the COVID era. X never did it to me. I pretty much have never been smacked around the way I've been smacked around. It is wild watching this. I have an audience, a separate audience on TikTok versus the audiences that I have elsewhere that do tune in because they're comfortable being on TikTok to come and watch this show for 2 hours every single day. You can't do this, man. You can't do this every single time I start touching on topics. You can't start fucking limiting my reach, giving me violations for no reason. This is absolutely pathetic. It is pathetic. And then you guys don't answer your emails, or you take 3 years to answer them. I am allowed to speak on all types of topics just like everybody else is. And nobody's safe from me. Nobody really is safe from me when I'm touching on these topics. I don't care about the religion. I don't care about the color. I don't care about anything. Okay? If you guys have been tuning in, my own people get it. It doesn't matter to me. Anybody gets it. Anybody. Doug gets it, and his entire family gets it. Doug is here right now. Either he's not working or he's working his shift at McDonald's. He's watching me live on his phone, prepaid from Obama, watching me. And giving me more engagement. He doesn't understand I get paid off of this. He doesn't. He gets nothing off of watching me. He doesn't understand this. I'm trying to make him understand. He doesn't understand. I'm sitting here in a cooled ass room with a good ass suit on, with a nice tie on, nice hair, looking marvelous. And Doug is at your local McDonald's. How can I help you? I love to see you smile. Over 99 billion served. Doug, who's winning? Me or you? Ask yourself this question, especially that I am like 10 minutes away from shutting down this show. I want you to ask yourself this question, Doug. You tuned into my show. You came in with your agenda. Nobody cares and nobody's really listening to you except me. I went ahead and gave you some light. But I am telling you, you're sad. Okay? And no matter what you say, it cannot go ahead and get under my skin. I've been doing this for too long. I've battled worse than you. Your troll game is on level 1. Nobody really trolls on TikTok, by the way. Do you understand? Nobody on TikTok knows how to troll. Your troll game's weak. Do you understand? When you go and you come from Twitter, when you're on Twitter, the most toxic platform on the planet, you think you affect me? No. You're laughing at a pain. And I feel for you, buddy. I feel for you, little buddy. The pain that you must go through every single day, knowing that Trump is shutting off your free Obama phone. Or on the verge of shutting that off. And you don't get as much in SNAP benefits as you used to. And because Trump pushed you to go to work. So now you have to drive through serving people. I know it's tough, man. But don't worry. One day you'll realize that the message here was the right one. Doug wishes he was supported by AIPAC and Israel. Yo, I wish I was supported by AIPAC and Israel. Yo, holla at your boy. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy when like people say like, hey, you're paid by, you're paid off by AIPAC or Israel's paying you. I'm like, if they were, I'd register and do everything necessary to get this goddamn check. Because I'm going to say this shit anyway, so might as well just pay me. That's why I laugh, man. I laugh at the, you know what it is? I laugh at the stupidity. Y'all, most of you guys, it's the same thing with crypto. When I talk about crypto and you guys don't do your research, stock market, you guys don't do your research. Like, You guys you want to have your hand held. Like you want somebody to come along with their free ebook and you want your hand held and you want to be told what to go into. And then you blame the person that tells you what to go into, but this is what you actually wanted. I laugh. And it's the same thing here. It's the same thing here. You guys are so mind fucked from all the liberal stations that, oh, this is bad. And they are doing this. And it's just like, bro, can you think for yourself for a second? Can you think for it yourself? If anything, I look at Israel as America uses Israel to make sure that they can control the Middle East. Like that's the way I look at everything. Israelis think that America controls them. Here's the goddamn truth. Israelis think America controls Israel, and Americans think that Israel controls Americans. It's a fascinating thing. If you put both sides in a room, they tell you Israel first, and then you have America first, which is right. That's right. I'm America first. I don't want to be in Ukraine. I don't want to deal with Russia. I don't want to deal with anybody. I just want America first. And there's nothing wrong with that either. That's not saying like you're wishing bad on anybody. But no, I want Americans first. Like I want us to fix our potholes. How many times you heard me talk about this? I want our infrastructure to be taken care of in the United States of America. I want our people to get more private sector jobs here. This is what I'm talking about. It's funny that like, though the perception though is Israel runs America and America runs Israel. You take both sides, you hear both sides. That's what it is. So it's funny. And when this guy Doug, he humors me a little bit. He says, yet we're sending billions to Israel. We send money to, here's how it works. America sends money to Israel. Israel buys weapons from the United States of America. So basically, we're getting our money back. And this is fact. And it's factual, and I wish you would just read. Go to ChatGPT. Jesus Christ, go to ChatGPT. Go to one of these LLMs and ask them the question. Instead of listening to Tucker Carlson and to Megyn Kelly and all these people that at this point, they're just looking for your like and your impression. That's it. That's all they're looking for. Use Gemini, Tech said. Use Google Gemini, as Tech said just now. Use one of them and figure it out. They got you so stuck on all this one's doing and controlling, and that you don't really see the real narrative, man. You don't see the real... Yo, do you understand who controls everything? It's none of the people that you're naming. It's these people that you have never seen in your life behind the scenes, working everything, working everybody like a goddamn puppet. I don't care about Meg Kelly. I don't care about Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly was never a part of MAGA to begin with. She's never... America First, Megyn Kelly? Are you really serious? You don't remember her? 2016, asking Trump a question. We're talking about the same Kelly who flip-flops every 2 seconds? Are we talking about the same Kelly? It's bigger. It's bigger than that. We're controlled by the NWO. That's what I believe. And they're behind the scenes, behind the curtains. They're behind the curtains doing things. They have everybody pointing this, that, and every single way possible, and they divide the fuck out of everybody. They are making sure to divide everybody. Because how do you control people? You divide people. That's it. It's very simple. In order to maintain control, you divide people. That's it. Divide and conquer. That's all they're about. Y'all hate Trump, but Trump is trying hard to get rid of these these leeches. But y'all hate them. Because you guys are accustomed to free. Democrats give you free. And if I get a warning for this, I swear. But Democrats preach free things. Mandani as an example. Mandani said free buses. Free. And guess what? You got nothing for free. If anything, he's chased out every single wealthy New Yorker is now leaving to either Texas or Florida. Same thing is happening in Cali. You have a bunch of Californians leaving to Texas or Florida. That's what you get when you say free. Who do you think pays for your free phones? What do you think? The money comes out of thin air? Oh, here. Oh, money. Oh. People that are wealthy, they are leaving the most wealthiest states in the United States of America, and they're leaving blue states, and they are going to red states. Why would you stay in New York when you have a state tax and a federal tax? I can go to Florida, which has there's no state tax. I pay my federal tax. I'm good. Florida now is talking about DeSantis is trying to pass no property tax. Why would I want to live anywhere else but Florida? I'm fine with the hurricanes. Bring the hurricanes on. I'm not talking about the Miami hurricanes either. I'm talking about the hurricanes. Bring them on. Bring them on. No property tax, no state tax. All I'm paying is federal? Are you kidding me? Why would I? And that's 6% federal tax? Is that 6%? No, that's not 6. That would be. I'm paying nothing in taxes, right? Hold on, what is it? I think it's 6%. I think it's 6%. Why would I want to live in California, which California has an oxygen tax? They got every single tax that you can think of. And look, nothing's changed. You would think, okay, you tax us so much. Did something change? No. Look at every blue state. Every blue state. Look at Illinois. Look at Illinois. You guys are making the Chicago Bears leave and go to Indiana. Chicago is allowing the Bears to move to a different state. Your property taxes are through the roof. And you think that millionaires are going to stay here? In order to live in New York, here's real stats. In order to live in New York City, you need to make over $250,000 to get by. In California, you need to be making anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000 to get by. That's crazy. That is wild. And you know what's really crazy about that? It's crazy because New York is great. California is beautiful. But how can you live there when you got to pay an arm and a leg and a kidney to stay there? People are going to leave. People are and they're leaving. It's not they're going to, they're leaving. So where are you getting all this money from now? You wanted to come out with a millionaire tax. Well, where are you getting all this money from now? If people start leaving and they're going to Texas, where are you getting the money now? Anyway, we'll be right back after this commercial break. We'll be back with a quote of the day right after this.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. Fran, I got you, man. I got you on that, Fran. I got you on that. What does that mean? David got that magic. What are you talking about? Which one? What topic did I touch on? Listen, I will say this. I will criticize anything. Not because and I'm not a negative Nancy. You guys, if you guys have tuned in from, I don't know how long you guys have been watching me, but at the end of the day, I will say what I feel, and it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter to me. I can't, and that's why I got angry with this violation today from TikTok. I didn't say anything. I really didn't say anything that, oh my God, what did he say? No, like there was nothing said. It was integrity of elections. What are you talking about? What did I say? I said that APAC, it really is not a deciding factor because it really isn't. It really isn't a deciding factor in who wins. There's just like a small piece, and there's nothing that I'm saying that's wrong. I'm telling you, if there's 16 million Jews in the world, like 99% of Jews are really not multimillionaires. It's like, it is the truth. You guys to go ahead and stop by Borough Park and look for a second. These people are not wealthy. If they keep money within the community, yeah, like a lot of communities do that. The Asian community does that, and the Jews do it. particularly those two communities keep everything within the community, within their own community. So what? That is the truth. And if you never heard about that, well, I'm sorry. You didn't grow up in New York City, the most diverse place on the goddamn planet. Jews will go and spend within their own community. Same thing with Asians. Jews will buy the block. Asians are doing the same thing. Go look at Brooklyn. It's Jews buying the block, and then there's Asians buying the block. Just look. Go look who owns those properties. Am I wrong? No. Like, they see opportunity and they're taking advantage of it. Bensonhurst. Half the blocks are Asian owned. What am I saying? That isn't true. It's all true. They're buying up all the spots. And if you didn't know that, now you know. I'm glad that I just dropped value for you. Same thing with Jews, man. They continue to just buy up their block. That's it. You say that, you know what the funny part is? Like, you guys say that Jews can't play sports, and you say Asians can't play sports. Okay, so Asians and Jews are doing what they're good at, right? I guess. I don't know what else to say. You say we can't play sports. We go ahead and do accounting. Well, oh man, they're rich. They're doing account. Like, which one is it? Like, when you need a doctor or when you need a lawyer, well, guess who you're calling? What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? That's why, like, I just find it like funny when you say, "Oh, Jews run the world." Like, if Jews, let me, Democrat or Republican, I don't care. Throw it all out the window. If Jews ran the world, if hypothetically you're right, Jews run the world. Do you think if it was actually true, do you think they would allow the things that are said to be said out there? No. Like, seriously, let's be honest. And I hate to use the word honest, but let's be honest. If Jews ran the world, do you think they would allow things to be said on Spotify, on Apple Music, or whatever, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or even all these places? You think they would allow for it? No. No. I'm thinking if Jews actually air quote run the world, then I would make sure that nothing bad is said about a Jew. That's it. Bottom line. That's why when I hear these arguments, when I hear these people speak, it's all, hey, this is the popular content to talk about right now, and I'm going to talk about it so I can get more viewers and more engagement, so I can get more sponsors. That's all it is. To those people, it's just more engagement, more sponsors to stay relevant. That's all it is. That is really all it is. Nothing more than that. See, this guy said something, I'm not going to repeat it, but I have an American flag in the back of me. This is the only flag that I have. Doesn't matter if I'm Jewish. I'm here. I 100% stand by Israel has the right to exist, but my flag is this flag right here, the United States of America. At the end of the day, this is the flag. And it's America first for me. God bless Israel. Hope they do very well. At the end of the day, it's about this flag and about this country, about this infrastructure. I keep on saying infrastructure because I'm tired of blowing tires in potholes. I'm tired of seeing how bridges collapsing and having to fix it, put a band-aid on these bridges, and not really fix them up. You know, for all the people that say America first, you don't even know the national anthem. You don't know a word of the national anthem. When's the last time you pledge allegiance to the goddamn flag of the United States of America? You know, I find a lot of the people that talk about these topics funny because if I asked them to go ahead and sing the national anthem, they wouldn't know the words. That's the problem. That's the problem. Until the republic for which it stands, one nation, under guard, right? Y'all don't know these words. You don't. And then you talk. And then you run your mouths. You don't even know anything about our country's history. I hear some of you guys talking Clubhouse. I've been on Clubhouse the last few days. I've listened to you guys speak. Oh my God, you don't even know history. You don't even know our history. That's the craziest part. You're America first, but you don't know anything about America. And that's crazy. That just tells me everything I need to know about who you listen to. You guys don't have a mind for you don't have your own opinions here. Like, you don't have your own opinions on anything. You just hear something that's trending and you're with it. That's it. That's really it. If you really want to believe that Israel runs America, then fine. I'm not going to try. I am not here to try to change your mind. You could do whatever you want. But I just gave you a simple scenario. If Jewish people ran the world, then why would they let for any broadcast to be pushed out there that's anti-Jew? Like why would they? They wouldn't. See it for what it is. It's just clickbait. And you know what? In a decade from now, you're going to look at this and you're going to say, holy shit, I was so in the wrong. It happens all the time. When you look at history, people finally say, oh shit, we were wrong on this one. We were so brainwashed by what the media was putting out there. Like, that's all it is. It's just media pushing things to, and the media is owned by who? The media is owned by who? It's owned by institutional players. And they go ahead and they push out narratives. The same narrative they pushed out on Bitcoin and crypto for God knows how long. Up until recently, they were telling you how bad Bitcoin was, how bad crypto is, and now they're in bed with Bitcoin and everything that is called stable. Okay? So see it for open up your goddamn eyes and unplug from the matrix. If you're gonna go ahead and watch Andrew Tate, then at least unplug from the matrix and see the world for what it is with your own eyes and not somebody else's. You know what? I love debating people that have their own opinions. And we might not see eye to eye, but I respect any individual that has their own opinions that don't come based off of like Fox and like CNBC or whatever it is. When I'm debating with somebody or having a conversation and somebody is articulating their thoughts based on their own opinions, I love that. We don't have to be in agreement, and maybe I can learn something and vice versa. That's a great conversation. When you come in here with talking points from Tucker Carlson and Kelly and all these people, it's just like, bro, like, I can't even take you seriously. You don't even think for yourself. What am I going to gain out of it? I don't need to talk to you. I could just watch their show. So why am I having a conversation with you? Bottom line. Here's my quote for the day. Be good to one another, regardless of race, regardless of religion. Just be nice to each other, man. It costs you nothing. It really costs you nothing to be nice. Costs you nothing to be nice. And as I said earlier today, front run the market. Take this time. I'm going to say this every day until the market is green, and then I'm going to tell you I told you so. Front run the market, 2 to 4 months. Front run the market. Front run it. If you have the money, front run it. That's it. And diversify. Don't just stay in one space. Be in every space. Do exactly what the wealthiest people do. They don't stick to one thing. They're everywhere. They're in everything. That's how they make their money. The fancy cars they drive around in, guess what? That comes from passive income. Guess what passive income is? They're not working for it. It's just money coming to them in the mail every single day. They use that money. They buy themselves expensive shit and they ride around in it. They haven't worked hard for that money at all. They will never spend, though, their hard-earned income. It's like some NFL players. Marshawn Lynch never spent a check from his NFL contract. He spent money that he got from his endorsements. That was his passive income. You want to be successful? Learn from rich people. I say this all the time. You hang out with millionaires, you become a millionaire. Not because they gave you money, but because the mindset changes. You surround yourself with crackheads, you become a crackhead. It's really simple. You become your environment. 100% you become your environment. I make sure my environment is good. I make sure that my environment allows me to stay competitive, that allows me to elevate in life. I don't surround myself with things that can bring me down. I don't surround myself with anchors. Period. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I used to. No longer do I care about what anybody thinks of me, what anybody has to say about me. It doesn't matter. Grand scheme of things, it's about you. It's about you and only you. You want to see your friends win, but you got to win. You got to win first. Especially if you're carrying people, you got to win first and you got to love yourself first before you can go ahead and carry anybody. This is facts being spit here today. You don't want to listen to it, that's fine. It's all good. I said again, I'm not here to change your behavior. You want to stay broke, and I'm talking about here, continue to stay broke. You want to believe shit that's said to you by media? Have you seen media? Have you seen that one TikTok video where every single channel starts off the same way and talks about the same shit with the same wording? Go for it. Go ahead. No problem. No problem. I'm not, you want to be liked? You want to fit in with the crowd? I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to fit in with nobody. I'll be by myself. I'll be by myself before I try to fit in with any individual. Not a single person. If you're gonna like me, you're gonna like me for who I am. You're gonna have to like what comes with this package. That's it. I'm not an angel, but guess what? I got more pros than cons. None of us are angels. So win big. Win big. I pray, and I sincerely mean this. I pray that you win big. Even my enemies. I hope that you win. We all acquire enemies as we go up in life. Like it's just fact. As we elevate and we start doing great things, people don't want to see you win. I seen it here today in the TikTok chat. There are people that come in here, they don't want to see, they see you as a threat. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you doing better than them. Like I seen it. Rather than work together, they rather go ahead and go toe to toe. I don't got time for that, man. You can do your hating from the sidelines. I'm going straight forward here. And I'm going up. Let's go to the quote of the day. I'll give you another quote of the day because I found this good. I liked it a lot. Well, let's do this one. Yeah. Nobody, quote of the day, no one scared me into becoming who I am. No validation built this. I sat with myself in the dark long enough to stop needing the light from other people. And something shifted. Permanently, I stopped chasing rooms that didn't call my name, stopped softening my edges for people who couldn't handle the shape of me. This version wasn't made for everyone. It was made through everything. And that definitely shows. So there you go. There's your quote of the day. That's what I mean. Stop fitting in. This whole world is about, hey, can I fit in? Stop. We need more leaders. We need more leaders. More people leading. More people taking the ball and running with it. And I get it. Not everybody's born to be a leader. Not everybody's born with that DNA, and I get that. But hey, man, like, fuck, you live one life. What the fuck you doing with it? Yo, I think everybody after this show should ask yourselves, what am I doing with my life? I'm coming on here bitching about things that really don't affect me. What am I doing with my life? I'm currently serving burgers at a McDonald's drive-thru, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what am I really, really doing with my life? That's what you really got to ask yourself. If you're in a job right now, working in a cubicle, are you trying to level up within that Fortune 500 company, or are you just content? Are you just, or you're good? No, you can't be good. You gotta like aim higher. What the fuck? When I hear people in crypto say, hey, if I just got $1 million, how about you make that number from $1 million to 10 million? Because if our worst case scenario, you fall on $1 million. Dream big. It's one life. I mean, shout out to Gary Vee. He said it. He said, what did Gary Vee say? I don't know what the exact number is. What is it? 400 trillion to 1 chance of being born. And here you are. Here you are. And a lot of you guys have phones and an internet connection. You can't tell me you can't be successful if you got a phone and an internet connection. If anything, you're just lazy. You don't have time to listen. You don't have time to listen to people that have done it. No. Let me be too caught up in what's going on here, there, that doesn't pertain to me and does nothing for me. Let me tell you a little secret. Republicans and Democrats, both, and independents, let me tell you a little secret. I love talking about politics. But at the end of the day, guess what? When it comes time, they only care about me when it's time to vote. After that, they don't know my name. And they don't know your name either. And you're fighting for them as if they know you. That's a little secret I'm going to let you in on. They don't give a fuck about you. Only when it's time to vote. So there you go. Yet you are willing to go through a fence for somebody that doesn't know your name. And you're willing to not talk to family members and friends over politics, over people that don't know your name until it's time to vote 4 years down the line. Think about, you want to change the world? Level up. You want to have your voice be heard? Go vote. You don't want all these things you talk about? Vote. Don't say that. Don't say this one, that organization went ahead and did. No. If the people want change, you go vote. Don't give me the bullshit about this organization, that foundation. No. You want change? You want change in America? Go vote for it. You see a good candidate that you think that they have their head on their shoulders and they really want change? Vote. You want change? Go run for office. How about that? You want to change all this stuff? Run for office. No, but you won't. You know why? You're too busy complaining. You're too busy You're way too busy complaining. That's beneficial for you. That's way more beneficial for you than to actually do something. Actually stand up and say, you know what? I will run for office. I will run for councilman or woman. I will go ahead and be the change that I talk about and advocate for. All this change talk and advocating for change, I would have thought that you guys would run already. Not a single son of a bitch will get off their fucking seat and run for an office position to go ahead and see that change for you and your people. Where you at? The whole neighborhood. You love your whole neighborhood, but you won't do anything to go ahead and change it. You all complain about it. You're good. You know what? If there was a position that you can acquire and make money in, it'd probably be in complaining. Unfortunately, you don't make money complaining. I hear people in crypto all the time. Before I go, people in crypto all the time. Oh man, I'm not lucky. These people are so lucky. I can't catch a break. If you spend more time, if you took that energy and applied it towards crypto, instead of bitching about it, applied it towards crypto, build something in crypto, or fucking put your assets in the right position, you'd win. But all you do is complain. It's not fair. Why didn't God choose me? Like God plays favorites. Like it's here. I am wasting oxygen. 100%. I am definitely wasting oxygen because at the end of the day, you know what? Maybe one person. You know what? Matter of fact, maybe I didn't waste. Maybe I didn't waste my time just now. Maybe one person out of all the people tuning in from all these different fucking social media platforms will say, you know what? He has a fucking point. I've been bitching for way too long. Okay? It's time for me to go ahead and grow a pair of balls and change my environment. I love you guys. I really do. I will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Mañana. On the breakdown, episode 722. On that note, guys, just be good to each other. That's it. Just be good to each other. I'm out.